Hello students, this is Poonam teacher back with a new video of Science 2, and today we shall learn organic farming, apiculture, cultivation of medicinal plants and fruit processing. So what do you understand by organic farming? Organic farming is the need of the day because various kinds of side effects has been seen due to use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So in organic farming there will be no use of chemicals, and though this chemical fertilizers and pesticides gives instant result and it gives higher agricultural yield, it still gives some harmful effects on the human and the environment. And that is why everybody is now switching on to organic farming. In organic farming, soil fertility will be increased with the use of some natural fertilizers and natural manure. The texture of the soil will be improved. So this organic farming includes complete ban on chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and because of this organic farming we can get good variety of agricultural production which will be healthy and which will not have any side effect on the humans and also on the ecosystem. And this is how we can also maintain the natural balance, and the ecosystem can be protected with the help of organic farming. Vermiculture is a part of organic farming because into the vermiculture earthworms are used to make the compost, and this is going to be the natural compost. And like that also earthworms are known to be the farmer's friend, because this earthworm, it makes the soil porous, and in vermiculture earthworm makes the compost. Eudrilus eugene is the species of the earthworm used into vermiculture. So vermiculture is also a part of organic farming. Now let's see apiculture. Apiculture is the artificial rearing of honeybees for the production of honey. Now in traditional method of collecting the honey, there used to be lots of destruction of the hive and the death of the bees used to be there. But now due to artificial rearing of honeybees into the apiculture, this kind of traditional methods like giving smoke to the hive with burning torch and then cutting the hive into pieces, this all things have been stopped, and carefully the honey will be collected into from the bee boxes due to the apiculture, and this has led to the protection of the hive, and also it do not destroys the bees, because bees are very much important for maintaining the balance of the ecosystem, because bees are responsible for making the honey. This also brings about the pollination of the flowers and so on. So each and every organism is of importance, and that is why we have to preserve each and every organism. But in traditional method, this bees used to be destroyed, and that is why in apiculture and modern methods bees are not destroyed, or their hive is not destructed, and honey is carefully collected. So beekeepers harvest it by collecting the honeycomb frames and scraping off the wax cap that bees make to seal off honey in each cell. Once the caps are removed, the frames are placed in an extractor. A centrifuge that spins the frames forces honey out of the comb, and this is how carefully honey is collected from the honeycomb without destroying the bees. Now let's study cultivation of medicinal plants. Medicinal plants are of great importance because we have a great tradition of Ayurveda which cures various kinds of diseases with the help of natural herbs, natural Indian herbs like tulsi, like neem, adulsa and so on. But due to the deforestation, lots of medicinal plants have been destroyed and has become rare, and that is why now people are practicing producing or cultivating medicinal plants on a large scale, because it is of great importance in curing various kinds of diseases. Fruit processing is the very much important, because various products are prepared from fruits like chocolates, juices, jams and jellies, and these fruits are perishable. That means it gets stale very soon, and that is why it has to be processed as early as possible into various kinds of fruit products. And that is why fruit processing includes various methods, right from storage in cold storage to drying, salting, airtight packing, preparing murabba, evaporating, etc. So this is how we have completed the chapter, and rest of the things and rest of the chapters we shall deal into next video. Till then, have a knowledgeable day. Thank you.